Hello everyone and welcome to Ride1Up channel. My name is Oleg. So today I'll do unboxing and assembly of this new Ride1Up Revv1 DRT model. So let's open up and see how the bicycle packed. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like this video, and if you like this bike, please check link in description for additional discount available. And again, I have special discount, $25 extra gift card giveaway. Anybody who buys this model before January 31st, okay? So check information in description how to claim this $25 gift card from Amazon. And I will show you how to unbox this box as well, because it's a kind of new technology box as well. You don't have to cut anything. Over here you're gonna find this kind of locking mechanism. So what you do, you would squeeze these two pieces like this, okay, and pull it out. So once you pull it out like this, you are able to remove this just like that, okay? So once you remove 4 of them on each side, over here too, and on another side as well, you just push it and remove it. Then you can basically remove this cover up, and don't throw away the box, because you never know if you ever decide to return it or have any issue, you may need to use this box. So let's remove the box and see how the bicycle actually looks inside. To the side. Okay. Here's the box with all the tools. I guess I'm gonna try a different way today. Okay. There it goes. You can drop. Ba-bam! It was not as easy as I thought gonna be, but we made it. So the wheel is too wide and it was just stuck on the side, but so far looks good. So I'm gonna show you how to assemble the bike as well now. So let's see what's inside this box, what you're gonna get. Usually they're very nice. Ride1Up, you got user manual, you got hat. It's actually not the first one. It's good for winter now. So you got hat. You also got user manual. So that one was owner's manual. So this one is user manual. Inside you're gonna find pedals, well go, large size, charging block, which is 4M charger, zip tie, key. Also it give you some grease, some bolts over here, and the tools. They usually have very nice tools. So let's see what kind of tools they include. I still use them all the time. Okay, so the same as before. So all the Ride1Up comes with the same Allen key tools, and you also get some wrench tools and some special tool for the brake, I guess. So let's assemble it. So my first step will be to removing this bracket from the stem. It holds with 4 bolts. You would just basically remove them in order to attach the handlebar. Before attaching the handlebar, you would attach this bracket, which came separately. Okay, so you just place it on top of it and retighten. Then you get this handlebar up just like this. The cable from the brake will be on your left hand side, and then you would reattach this bracket, the one you removed. You would just basically retighten these 4 bolts you just removed. Then you would re-plug in all these cables. You just need to align this arrow and just plug it in back. And over here I have a red one. So basically red going to red. Just need to align the arrows and push it in from both sides. The next step will be attaching this mud guards and the fender. So you will get this bolts from the box, the one it came with. You would attach the fender first, right here underneath. It's looking forward. There's 4 bolts you need to attach with, and you would attach the mud guard right over here with the 2 bolts. Okay, so it's looking down like this. So I will do it off the camera and I'll show you how it looks. So here's how it will look once you attach it. You can probably attach it while you flip over the bike like I did right now. And so 4 bolts going right over here, and 4 bolts and 2 bolts going right here. So now you would need to unscrew these bolts over here to remove this metal protector for the fork. So you would just remove this bolt from one side, okay, and pull it out. So you would remove this protector. Be careful not to cut yourself because it's pretty sharp steel. So you would remove this axle and you remove it. You don't really need it, but you might want to keep it for future use. And next you would remove this brake protector, the plastic one, out of this brake. You don't need it anymore. And insert the wheel. Okay, so it's need to go between. Okay, oh, perfect. And then you would insert from another side this axle, okay, and just push it. And once it's in, you would retighten with this bolt, okay. On the side, you're gonna find 10 to 15 Newton torque label. So you would need to use this torque wrench, either this one or any other one you can find. I'll post a link in description, so if you don't have it, it's good to have one because you're gonna use it pretty often, usually when you fix your own bike. So this one is gonna be, I believe it's a 6, and on another side, Allen key 8. And then I set it up to 12 Newton torque, somewhere in between. And you would just, let's see, oops. And it's tightened pretty good now. You can hear the click, so it means it's tightened, okay? Now, there's 2 bolts from each side, on another side as well. They need to be tightened up to 6 Newton torque. So you would tighten up this 2 bolts from each side. Also, I'll do this with torque wrench, and you need to use up to 6 Newton torque. So it's a more professional fork to ride downhill, I guess, for stunt. Okay, you can hear the click, so it means it's reached the point of 6 Newton torque. And let's see here, and here too now. So I will do the same thing on another side. Since the bike is flipped over already, it might be a good point to check the brakes. I can hear a little bit touching, but not a lot. So it looks like a little bit the disc maybe need to be straightened up a little bit, and I'll do it without even touching the bolts. But if you need to align the bolts, like the brakes, you would tighten these 2 bolts, align it, tighten up to make sure it's even. I will use this wrench tool to straighten up the disc a little bit. I already do it all the time actually. It's much easier for me. So it's just need to, I think, one side to a little bit straighten out, and then it will be perfect. And the last, you would attach the pedals. You're gonna find letter R on one pedal and letter L will be on the another. So right will go to the right side, and you just basically attaching this way. And you do the same thing on the other side. And tighten up with the wrench, pretty good tighten. You can use a grease actually before touching the pedals, but I feel like there is grease already, so I didn't use this. So you do exactly the same thing on another side. And here's how it will look once you assemble. I didn't finish the assembly. Basically, I still need to check the air pressure, charge the battery, tighten all the bolts and nuts to make sure it's appropriately tightened, and adjust the handlebar for my convenience to hold it correctly for me. Again, this is an amazing bike. I'm gonna do a lot of video on this bike, testing to see how it perform. It is long wheelbase, as you can see. It comes with a inverted fork by RST, which has 150 millimeter travel. The rear is, I believe, is D&M rear shock. So it is quality. It's amazing. You can feel like from unboxing to everything, the fork, it's like motorcycle. So it is special designed for going off-road riding, safer. The tires is great for off-road. So this is an off-road machine. If you're looking for street bikes, I think would be better, of course, the full suspension Revv1 they have. Again, I'm gonna make full video review on this bike and testing to see how it's handled off-road, how it's handled uphill, and the top speed. So please subscribe, follow my channel, and if you find this bike interesting, check the link in description, buy one from my link. This way you're gonna support my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.